Hi YouTube, welcome back to Sister Cousins. This is Sandy here, and today I am sharing some jobs that are willing to hire the mature worker. About almost 3 years ago, I lost my job due to outsourcing. And over the course of the past 3 years, I've done a number of things to keep busy. So it's important to say that one of the things that I decided when that happened was that I was going to consider it a semi-retirement. So I was at the age where kind of starting over in a career type job was not what I was interested in. However, at the same time, I was not retirement eligible. So I've had to try to find little things to keep busy, but my one motto is that I want to find things that are fun to do. So in this video, I'm going to share some of those things. They're very, very different. They were things that I had never, ever done before. I had a career in the human resource field, which was both good and bad because I kind of had these feelings about how the mature worker was viewed in the workplace. So that went into my decision not to try to go back into the workplace again. So anyway, that's all personal, my own personal feelings about it. But anyway, there are jobs that are out there that value the mature worker. And I want to share some of those ideas with you. Now, the other thing that I want to say, the other caveat that I want to say is that all of these jobs are jobs where you can maintain flexibility. That was something that's been very, very important to me. I didn't want to do anything every day or necessarily on a set schedule. So all of these are kind of jobs that you can get pretty quickly. You could be working like in a matter of a week and retain your flexibility. The first job that I want to share with you is called Shipt. Now, Shipt is a company that will have people bring out to you your groceries. I think they're Target and maybe Walmart and other stores are in there, so you can get other things as well. But basically, it's a grocery delivery service. And they are always on the lookout for people to help deliver groceries. So I thought it would be fun to try it, and so I did. I didn't do it for long. I probably did about maybe five, five deliveries or whatever. But I want to share it because it's really, really a good way to earn money. So what happens is you go through training online. And the training is basically just to tell you like how you need to make sure that you have foods, refrigerated foods separate, and how you shouldn't put them in the trunk of your car because they get too hot, and isolated bags and all of that kind of stuff. So basically common sense type of things that they teach you. It's very, very simple little training that you do online. Once you complete that, they send you this debit card that looks just like a regular Visa. You see the Visa logo there, and they send you a t-shirt. Basically, then what you do is you go into the app and you see jobs at or orders out there at different grocery stores within your area. You put in your zip code, which stores, you can filter and see which stores you want to go to. So you can find an order where somebody may have 10 items on there, and let's say it's 10 o'clock right now and they want these items by noon. So basically that's the only criteria, is that whatever time they say they want the groceries, you need to have it there by that end time. And it's usually a range of time that they'll give you, like between this time and that time or whatever. So you have to plan accordingly to get the groceries there. Now they pay you based on the amount of the order. So Shipt gives you money based on that. But where the real money comes in is the tips. The people that I delivered to, the tips were phenomenal. I mean, like, it was nothing to have like a $20 or $30 tip for a relatively small order. So, some people wouldn't tip at all. So don't get me wrong, there's going to be that too. But for the most part, my experience was that the tips were great. And this time of year is especially plentiful to be able to get those jobs because we're at the holiday times and people may be planning to have people to their homes and they need to have X food. They don't have time. They're getting off work. They just need to get home and start preparing or whatever. So long story short, they use Shipt. They use Instacart, which is another one that works exactly the same way. But Shipt is spelled Shipt. And you can go online and Google that, go in there and sign up and go through the training and get your card and your t-shirt. That's all you need. And you go out there and you deliver the groceries to the home. So that's one option. And it's one that I have actually tried, and it's actually a lot of fun. And if you want, I mean, there's no maximum to the amount that you can work or whatever. So if you want, you can pick a store, like you're going to the grocery store for yourself, and you can say, hey, I'm going to see if there's another order around where I live that wants something from there. You know what I'm saying? So you're there already. You just pick up their items and drop them off on your way home. That's another thing that you can do. Oh, also, I should say that this card, when you get it, there's nothing on it, right? So it's actually sort of like a prepaid card. So when your customer places their order, they go online and they put in what they want. That's when Shipt funds the card. So they put the money on there, and it's the exact amount of the order, right? So there are going to be times where you go to the store and there may be something that's not available, or they may have to go with another brand or something like that. Shipt will make adjustments to the amount that's on the card. So just wanted to mention that. The next job that I want to talk to you is something that I have a great fondness for, and that is for substitute teaching. That is something that I never thought in a million years that I would do, and let alone do it and really enjoy it. So substitute teaching is basically, you don't have to be a teacher. In some districts, you don't even have to have a degree. But you go in and you apply with the school district, and, you know, you go through the interview process and the background check. Once you do that, the way that it works in the district that I work in is there is a site that I can go to and I can look for jobs. In the future, or on the day of, I might wake up early in the morning and say, you know what, I think I want to go into work today. And so I go in and I search and look to see what's there. Now, I don't like to do any traveling to work. My school district is pretty large, so it's based on the county. So there's like a ton of elementary schools and middle schools and 3 high schools within my district. So it's a pretty wide range that I can do, but I don't want to do a lot of driving and traveling. So I basically work between like 3 schools that are pretty close to my house. So I can go out there to this site and I can look to see what's out there for, like, you know, if it's, say today is Saturday and I want to see what's out there for Monday. Sometimes there's things out there. If teachers know that they're going to be out, they'll go ahead and they'll put it out there early. Other times you may wait for the day of and go out there and find a job for the same day. Or you can say, you know, not be planning to work or whatever, and then you may get a text or a phone call from the school saying, hey, we had a teacher that got sick or whatever. Can you come in and just do a couple hours? Now, the neat thing about subbing is that there are times where they may need someone to do a couple hours, but just to incent someone to come in, because nobody really wants to take the time to go in for that, they may say, well, we'll pay you for the full day or something like that. So that happens sometimes as well. But basically what you do is you go in to the school and you go to the class. The teacher typically will have the lesson plan on the desk. You just look at the lesson plan. It's usually very, very, very basic because they know you're a sub, you're not accustomed to it or whatever. So beyond taking attendance, if you're in the elementary school, you have to get their lunch requests, or, you know which kids brought lunch versus those that are going to be buying lunch. You may have to send a note to the cafeteria to let them know that. Attendance, that's basically it. At the elementary level, you do have to stay with the kids all day. So that could be a little bit more taxing on you because you don't really get a break through the day necessarily. And, that includes lunch as well. So you don't get time to even just have lunch off separate. You're eating with the kids. And that means, helping them to open up ketchup or opening up milk containers or whatever that is. So that's the only thing about the elementary level, is that you are with the kids all day. And of course, they are going to have a different set of needs. Because they're little kids. So that's something to consider. But where I find that I really enjoy the most is with the high schoolers. And so what a typical day there looks like is you go in and you take attendance, and most of the teachers leave their assignments in Google Classroom. So you don't even really have any lesson plans that you have to follow or, instruct them. You just tell them, open up your Chromebooks, go to Google Classroom, and do what the teacher left you to do. So very, very easy money in most cases. And the only downfall that I can say to substituting is that it can be boring at the high school level, particularly because they have their assignment. They very, very rarely do they need you for anything, so you're just basically just kind of sitting there. So that's kind of the downside to that. And then, of course, at the high school level, you're more likely to encounter, the fighting, profanity, those types of things. So those are things to consider. But that is a good way to earn money. I will share more. I do have some other videos planned to talk more about substituting for anybody that may be interested in it, because I really enjoy it. I enjoy interacting with the kids. You do have to like kids, obviously. And I have fun with it. So that is an excellent way to make money. You have your flexibility. Nobody is going to look at you any differently if you're not able to work for a week or 2 or 3, You work when you want to work, and my experience has been that they are happy to have you. They need substitutes. Typically, every single day you can find a job if you wanted to work every day. There's always, something like that to do. Another option would be, if you don't want to necessarily be in the classroom, but what I found in the district that I work in is that there are always office type jobs there. So like in the district office or receptionist, school receptionist, things like that, they need people to do that type of work. Also, in the cafeteria or a school bus attendant, things like that. So the schools I found, and I must say too, that I live like on the border of 2 states, and both of them are exactly the same. They have the needs in the schools big time. So if that's something you think you'd be interested in, you haven't thought about checking into the schools, even though your career maybe have been something totally different, because mine was, like I said, I have been in corporate America and human resources for many years. And being in a school system was the furthest thing from my mind, But that is a great way to make money and have fun. More importantly, to have fun with the kids and interact. Another way to make money, but also to get free entertainment or free food, is to do mystery shopping. Now, mystery shopping is where you sign up with these companies that are out there. There's one that's called Ceramark, and I will put the name in the description box. But you basically sign up with them. You put in your geographical area, and then you can go in and see what jobs they may have. So as an example, it may say, we need you to go to Applebee's and order lunch, and you need to go between this time and this time, and they may give you an exact date that you need to go, and you basically go there and they'll say, okay, your budget is $25, just as an example. So you go there, you order lunch, you spend $25, which they give you, and they'll give you like a list of things that you're looking for. So you may be looking at the cleanliness of the restaurant, the friendliness of the staff, just whatever that merchant is wanting to evaluate. You could get one for a movie theater or a bowling alley. It's just all types of things. And I use Applebee's just as an example, but it could be any place like that. So if you're looking to do have a free meal or, you may get a free car wash. There's a lot of them out there for car washes. You go to the car wash and evaluate them or whatever, and they'll give you a free car wash and, give you a stipend, whatever it might be. So that's not going to make a lot of money, but it is definitely a way to get some free entertainment, free food, or whatever the case may be. So mystery shopping, and there's a number of companies out there that do the mystery shopping. So if you Google mystery shopping, you may come up with others, but the one that I have worked for is called, I believe it's Ceramark. So those are the main things that I had to share with you on how to make money. There's also Steady, Steady, which is an app that you can go on, and you can go in there and you put in your zip code, and there's like a ton of different types of jobs out there based on your zip code that you can sign up to do. But there's just a lot of ideas that that you can make money in the event that you're in a situation where you just need to make, you know, money but maintain your flexibility. So that's what it's all about for me in this period of my life, is having the flexibility and being able to make money when I want to or need to. And so I just thought I'd share some of those ideas. And being that I'm doing the 12 days of Christmas, I thought it was very fitting to do it now, because I know a lot of people like myself are looking to make that extra coin for the holiday. So this is something that I'm sharing during this season, because if you're looking to do something, you need, you know, some more money to buy the kids or the grandkids or whatever you may be looking to do, I got you. So thanks so much for watching. I hope that these tips or ideas were something that are of use for you. And I thank you for stopping back by. And please stop back by tomorrow to see what I'll be sharing during my 12 days of Christmas. Bye.